Hey there, amazing therapist. James here to deliver what is going to be the most important message you will hear on your way to becoming a wildly successful massage therapist and a business owner and health leader in your community. Now, the reason this is so profound is that these truths are what separates the people who are wildly successful in their businesses, who have more than enough clients and love what they do and flow through it with ease, separates them from the people who struggle, who don't see enough clients and who burn out because they just find it all too difficult and end up exiting the profession earlier than they really should and going and getting another job. Now, these truths are not necessarily easy to hear, but they are what separates those two groups. So I only want you to continue through this video and watch it all if you're ready to take on board these truths and step through to becoming successful in your business as a massage therapist. Now, often people get into this profession because they're so kind and gentle and loving. It's literally, I say this often, the most touchy-feely profession on earth. And the tough thing for me is seeing both ends of the spectrum of people who are successful. We work with some people to take them through to being fully booked, seeing 30 clients a week sometimes, and then growing their businesses. We help people who've got staff and all that sort of stuff. Great businesses, great success, making a huge impact in their community. And we also work with people who are at the other end, and certainly talk to a lot of people who are at the other end, who are in that struggle town area, who are either just starting up or maybe have even been working in it for a while, but just are struggling to get clients and not able to take the steps that they need to get to that place. And the thing is that massage therapists, by and large, are great at building relationships and making people feel comfortable. You guys are great with the heart-centered stuff, but it's hard then to take some of that energy into the business side of things. This is a really common problem with massage therapists, or a common challenge. And so before I get into these 7 truths, I want to go into what it actually means to be truly successful as a massage therapist. And one thing that I would use to define success in this industry is not just being busy. Sure, that's part of it. Having enough clients, being booked out, that's part of it. But actually being a health leader in your community is what I would see as really defining success. Because you don't want to just be doing another job. You don't want to just be massaging all the time. Really, massage and related fields, professions in health are about improving the health of these people, improving the community around us. Massage is one way of doing that, but as your reputation grows and as your influence grows, becoming a health leader in the community, to be able to affect people left, right and center, is ultimately what makes you truly successful as a therapist in this business. Now, does that also look like being booked out? Yes, it does. But it's about having that influence and having that place in the community. And it's a wonderful, beautiful place. So think about the big picture for a second. What do you want to get out of massage? Why do you want to build a career as a massage therapist? And I would guess it's often to help. Like, you literally probably want to help people. You want to help their health. And regular massage is a vital part of ongoing health. And I know this, my wife, you'll know Elicia. She started being a massage therapist many years ago. And one of the main reasons that she got into it is because as a teenager, she had scoliosis and she had a back operation where she had ribs removed, metal rods in her back. And massage is an absolutely vital part back then, and also still now, 16 years or more later, it's probably 20 years since her surgery. It's absolutely vital as part of her ongoing treatment. So we understand and are aware of the power of massage in the community at just keeping people healthy. And having run our own clinic, part of our message and part of our whole purpose to doing that was to share that same health and that same opportunity to build health out wider, as wide as we could within this community. And that drive to help, that passion for people and for improving health and other people's lives, is often what drives people as therapists. And so what I want you to do is recognize that as a therapist running your own business, you are a health leader to your clients and to other people around you. But the real question is, what kind of health leader are you? Are you someone who is leading them in health and in wealth and in positivity? And that's where these truths are going to strike home, because some people aren't. Some people are leading their tribe, their clients, in a way that is leading them into negativity and leading them into a place of lack and of tightness and of struggle. And as a health leader, you need to be able to truly lead, to take that vibe of who are these people and what am I doing with them? And having a truly successful business is literally just the tool that lets you spread that influence. The more clients you see, the more influence you have in your community, the more you are able to literally help these people and build the health and the wealth and the prosperity of your community by being there. Now, the truth that many massage therapists experience is that being a successful therapist and working for yourself and growing enough clients, first off, just to survive as a business owner and to make enough money to survive, and then to truly flourish, what it takes to flourish in business is really, really different to what it takes to be good as a massage therapist. You've probably experienced this truth for yourself, whether it's something you are good at or you're still working through. You would know that the energies are quite different. That beautiful, gentle, wonderful energy that you put into treating people so well and relaxing and healing that you do in a treatment is very different to the hat you need to put on to do marketing and to do the other things that are involved in business. So I'm going to share in a moment the 7 truths that if you are going to be a truly successful massage therapist and business owner and health leader in your community, you must be able to do these 7 things and have these truths alive in your life, even if you're not aware of them at the moment. You must be able to take control of them and go. So, truth number 1 is that you must be good at marketing. Now, I so often hear my clients, massage therapists, say to me, oh yeah, you know, I'm a great therapist, but I just don't like putting myself out there. I don't want to push myself in front of people. The truth is, marketing and getting yourself in front of people is absolutely vital if you're going to run a successful business. You need more clients. How will those clients hear about you and see what it is that you do if you don't do marketing? You must get comfortable in putting yourself out there. You've got value. Your clients love you. The ones that come in regularly again and again, the training that you've had to do these amazing treatments and this amazing work with people needs to be put in front of them so that they can see it and actually engage with it. Unless you get in front of people, there's no way they can even know you exist. And if they don't know you exist, then they can't come in and get those treatments. So you must be able to be comfortable with marketing and know exactly what it is that you need to do to get yourself in front of more people. Marketing is number 1 on my list because it's absolutely the biggest thing, the biggest practical thing that separates those who succeed in business and in massage therapy business from those who have a great heart and a great passion but don't see success. Number 1 is marketing. Number 2, related, is sales. Now, you might think that massage therapy is not a business that has much sales in it. And the truth is, it doesn't have a whole lot. You don't need to be hard selling. We're not talking about getting on the phone, cold calling. You don't need to do any of that. The sales that are involved in massage therapy are easy. They're easy compared to all those other types of sales in other businesses that are out there. But some massage therapists still struggle with this area. Now, it can be as simple as rebooking. You know, we have a lot of training around rebooking because it's one of those areas that massage therapists do struggle with. When a client comes in, you just need some simple words to be able to say to them and the confidence to say, I'd love to see you again in a week's time. Or can we look at a regular treatment plan? I reckon a 2-week schedule would be perfect for you at the moment. The ultimate thing is rebooking is going to be beneficial for them. Right? We all know that. Having multiple treatments gives them a better outcome for their health. So you need to be good at sales to be able to give them better health outcomes as well as to make your business run better. Don't be put off by the word sales. Often therapists, in fact all of us, often have this kind of negative connotation in our mind of salespeople. We think of like car sales or used car sales, all that kind of stuff. And it's so negative. But true sales is literally just connecting people who want a service with people who provide it and saying, look, you have this problem. I can fix it. We should hook up. It's natural. And sales can be a very natural, very heart-centered activity when you look at it like that. So number 2, truth, is become good at sales. You must be good at sales. Number 3, truth, is you've also got to understand numbers. Now, when it comes to business, one of the first things I always get people to delegate in any business is bookkeeping. Because naturally, as business owners, when you first start up, most of us don't have any kind of training in business, or it's certainly not a degree in, I don't know, numbers or in a degree in bookkeeping or accounting or whatever it is we need to really get a handle on this. We need an expert to guide us and to do the things that we're not naturally good at. But that's not an excuse to delegate responsibility for the numbers. What you need to be good at is enough understanding of the numbers to know whether you're succeeding, whether you're failing, and what you need to do to get better. So even if you delegate the day-to-day data entry to a bookkeeper and you get your BAS done by an accountant, that's great. But what you need to do is know week to week, what's my minimum income that I need? What number of massages is going to break me even? How much profit do I make after that? How do I get more of these people in the door? And what are the numbers that really drive success in my business? Those things, you can't make anyone else responsible for that. You are the business owner. You're the one who's responsible for understanding those numbers and making them work. And if you avoid it, all you're doing is avoiding the truth, and it's something that will be your downfall. So don't avoid the truth. Become good at it. Do what you need to get training, get help, get people around you who can support you. Get a great bookkeeper. They can give you a lot of the information that you need, but be responsible for your numbers and understand what they are. Now, number four truth is related. Number 4 truth is that you must invest to make any business work. Now, this is true with any business. In my marketing agency, I worked with hundreds of businesses every year, primarily small businesses, some government departments and bigger businesses, but mostly small businesses. A lot of actual health industry people, podiatrists, exercise physiologists, OTs, that kind of stuff, as well as massage therapists. And in that experience, I saw so many different businesses. Massage therapy is exactly the same. You must be able to invest your time, number 1, and energy, number 2, and money, number 3, in making any business succeed. And of all the businesses I came across over the last few years, hundreds every year, everyone who would come in and talk to me, I could tell if they were going to succeed or not by how much they were willing to invest in the outcomes that they were producing. If someone has a full-time job and they're saying, oh, I'm just going to try this on the side, I'll try it and see how it goes, then all they're ever going to get is a hobby business. They'll be busy enough, they'll do a couple of treatments a week in the evenings or on the weekend or something, but if they're not willing to invest in actually making it work properly, then they're not going to get big outcomes. They're not going to get to that dream business. They're not going to get to the career level of massage that you want to get to. If you're going to become a massage therapist or a myo or whatever therapy you do as a career, as a business owner and as a health leader, you've got to be able to invest. You've got to be able to say, yes, I'm going to spend 2 or 3 years getting my diploma or my degree, whatever it is you need. Yes, after having done that, I'm going to invest in advertising, in marketing, in getting insurance, in buying a table. I'm going to invest in renting. It's going to take your bank account down before it goes up to start a business. And that's just the truth of any business. That's why you hear about bigger businesses, they're always pitching for funding, right? They pitch for startup funds. If you've ever watched Shark Tank or one of those shows, they go there like, I've got a great idea. I need startup capital. Because any business, no matter what it is, needs money to start, and you're going to spend money before you're in a position to have created the business and actually made that money back again. Now, massage, in truth, is actually a fairly low investment kind of business. You do need to invest in your actual qualification. What's that? Maybe 10 grand, 15 grand if you go somewhere really great, do something a bit better. Maybe a few other courses here and there. Then you need your place, you need your equipment, you need to fit out a room. There's probably a few more $1,000s in that. And you need to learn something about business, do some marketing, get that inflow of clients happening. There's probably a few $1,000s in that. Now, If those numbers seem big to you, you need to take stock of the reality of this situation. You don't need to be paying them all out of pocket in 1 week. That's not what it's about. All of it can be on payment plans and it happens over time. But that's the truth of how much it costs to start a business. You need to invest, and you need to be able to take that step through investing. Even if it's a challenge, you need to be able to do that to get through to the other side of creating a truly successful business. And as I said, that's any business. Massage therapy is no exception. Number 5, and this starts to relate to the same sort of thing on the flip side. Number 5, the truth of number 5, we're getting into the really important ones here. The truth of number 5 is that you cannot make excuses if you want to have a successful business. Now, what I hear so much is that people have a fantastic dream. They have this ideal of being a career therapist, building a business, helping heaps of clients, and they have a real heart for it and really love that idea. But what happens is they make excuses, and they say things like I'll be talking to them on the phone. A classic one is, why aren't you busy enough? Why aren't you charging enough? And they'll say excuses, things like, oh, I'm in a low socioeconomic area. People around here can't afford massage. Or I don't know, other excuses. I don't have time to really put into this. I'll start doing marketing when I start getting clients. Now, all these things are excuses that stop you from taking the action that you need to take. It's blaming something else for the problem that's happening in your life and in your business. You're putting the fault or the cause of those things on something else. And by doing that, all you're doing is removing the power to change from your own life. You must be able to say there are no excuses. Even if the thing that happens to you is literally caused by something else, if you take ownership of it and refuse to make excuses, that's the path to change and the path to power. You are then able to say, yes, I know I honestly am in a low socioeconomic area, but are there other businesses that survive here? Of course there are. Are there other people that charge for their services? Of course there are. Even the lowest socioeconomic area in Australia is not that down and out. There's always services. There's always people spending money on things. Now, the truth is, no one takes food off the table to go and get a massage. No one does. No one does that. So even in a low socioeconomic area, your clients are not going to be the true down and outers. The paying clients that you have are not going to be the people who are really, really downtrodden and under where they should be. That's not them. There's going to be those that value what you do, that understand the benefits to them, value their own health and value who they are, and will take a massage on board as part of their own health plan at whatever cost they put on it. Whatever value they put on it is what they'll be willing to pay. We have hundreds of clients that work out of low socioeconomic areas. It's possible. If other people can do it, you can too. And anything that you put in the way as an excuse, all it is doing is stopping you from getting to that place that you want to be. It's the same with paying for advertising. He'll say, I've got no money, I can't pay for ads. Bollocks. The thing is, if you want to make this happen, you would. We have heaps of clients, hundreds of them, who start from such a low base. They say, I've got no money for ads. But the truth is, if you've got availability for 25 clients and you're only seeing 3 or 4, whatever you say to insert as the excuse, oh, it's because I don't have money for advertising, what it's doing is it's stopping you from getting that in-between amount. You could be getting 20 more clients a week in that scenario. How much income would that bring in? Do you think you'd be able to pay for advertising then? Of course you would. It's an extra $1,500 a week or something. Advertising spend is what makes money. Marketing spend is what makes money. Anything you put in the way is just an excuse, will stop you from taking action. And action is what brings success. So I want you to hear this truth. No excuses. Take action. And find a way, make it work. That's how to get these things. You will get results even if tasks are difficult if you take action. Now, number 6 is that you must not let others limit your thinking or your behavior. As therapists, Now, number 6 is that you must not let others limit your thinking or your behaviour. And I know as therapists, a huge part of what you do is get people into a treatment room and make them feel comfortable. Often it's about increasing comfort for people, quite literally, in the treatment room as you're talking to them, you're helping them feel comfortable. But what I see is that many therapists take this into the rest of their life and end up trying to make all the people around them feel comfortable as well. And this can just be a personality trait even half the time. But what you've got to realise is that people around you are often, the way that they are feeling comfortable, or what makes them feel comfortable, is you keeping a low profile and not taking action, not taking big action. And what I see is things like our clients or therapists I speak to will come and they're talking about people like their parents or their siblings or their friends or other therapists when they go to, professional development days or whatever, and they'll be saying things like, "Oh, you're all over the place. Why don't you just settle down a bit? I see you all the time. Your clients won't like that. People don't like seeing you on Facebook all the time like that. What are you doing? You're out there too much." And all they're doing is trying to make themselves feel comfortable. They're looking at someone taking so much action, doing what they need to do, and to them, they see it as a bit of a threat or a challenge to their own way of thinking. And so they say those things to try and keep themselves comfortable. And that's fine, that's their map, that's where they're coming from. But what I don't want you to do is to step back and pull back and stop taking action just to make them feel more comfortable. Instead, it would actually be more beneficial for them to actually make them feel uncomfortable. They're living there in a placid life, they're just doing their thing. Maybe they're not seeing success, maybe they're not feeling healthy, maybe they're not meeting the challenges that they need to in their life to get to the places they need to get to. And by you stepping up and actually challenging their thinking, just by being you, just by being awesome and doing more stuff, you're going to challenge them in the way that they think, and that will change them. They'll be motivated. They'll look at that. They'll either decide to change their own thinking, to change their life, which is a great outcome for you, right? That's you being a health leader in their life, or they won't. But either way, don't let them stop you from achieving what you want to. Don't make them comfortable at the expense of your own dreams and visions and future. I have this saying I use with our clients. I say, make the lazy bastards feel uncomfortable. Because if they're lazy, if they're the ones that are challenged by you doing stuff, then it's your goal, your right and your duty to make them feel uncomfortable. Actually make them feel uncomfortable, and that will be a better place for them to be in. They'll get better outcomes from feeling uncomfortable if they're in that place. So truth number 6, don't limit yourself. Don't make others feel uncomfortable. Do what you need to do to get to the place that you need to get to make a career out of massage and to be a health leader in your community. Now, number 7, and this is by far the most important truth that you need to realize. If you take your vision seriously of being a health leader, then you need to commit. Number 7 is about commitment. And the truth is, not enough massage therapists commit to actually being a health leader, to actually being a successful business owner, to actually making a career out of massage therapy. And if you want to be truly successful in this area, you need to commit so much that you understand it's your duty and your responsibility to succeed in this area. And when challenges come up, and when things are difficult, and when you're afraid of what to do next, when it's stressful, when you're feeling anxious about it, you need to have so much commitment that you can push through those fears and work through it, quite literally work through the anxiety and the fear and make it to the other side, make it to the place of being in that amazing career as a massage therapist and running a successful business. You need to think about it for your clients. You need to say, my clients need me to succeed. Your family, they need you to succeed. The more you do in the area of success, the more the people around you succeed as well. You will literally see more clients and treat more people through yourself, or as you grow your employees and your business. Literally more hands on backs means more people get helped. And you just being a success and a successful figure in your community means that through that positivity and that awareness of who you are raising the standard of success and abundance and health in your family, in your network of friends, in your community. Being a health leader means owning that space and committing to say, yes, this is my role. I was born for this. I've chosen this. I want to do this, and I am going to do everything I can to make this happen. And the truth is that if you truly believe that, and if you truly do step up and commit, then everything is possible. You will make things happen if you commit to making them happen. This is not rocket science. There's hundreds of thousands of massage therapists around the world that make this business stuff work, that are successful. And yes, it's a challenge. But if you've got commitment, you push through it. And you do it not just for yourself, you do it for the people around you. And the beauty of it is that when you're helping more people, that is rewarded with more abundance back to you as well. The more you can help, the more you can get out there and do what you know needs to be done, to not limit yourself, to kick fear in the face and step over it and commit. The more you can fight your fears and get into that place where you know you're doing what you need to spread your influence, to spread your services, to spread your health. Abundance comes back from that. And you do end up growing a successful business, making a career, being in this long term and making enough money to live and to thrive from it. So my message to you is this, that you are in control of this. And I'm going to explain why. These 7 simple truths really just serve to remind us of that entire spectrum, from the quite practical things through to the commitment things. All these are doing is reminding us that we have the power to create whatever we want to in our lives and in our businesses. The only thing that holds us back is fear. Fear of change, or fear of doing something that we don't know what the outcome is. Fear of investing. Fear of taking so much time. Fear of making people feel uncomfortable. What will they think of me? All those things can be reframed literally just as fear. And the enemy of fear is commitment. If you commit to making this work, if you can commit to being a career massage therapist, to being a business owner of a successful business, and of being a health leader in your community, that commitment will drive out fear. It's like, yes, the fear happens, the fear is there, but you can step over it. A great example, my wife and I, we've run a couple of different businesses now. Now, the main one that we were involved with was OG Massage, Ocean Grove Massage. And it was a massage therapy. Elicia literally started from our lounge room, just massaging family and friends as she was studying. And over time, it built up to a place where at one point we were employing 9 staff doing over 100 treatments through the clinic per week at that point. Now, that journey had a lot of fearful moments. We had a lot of challenges to overcome, and it took us a long time to get there. But I remember clearly the turning point for us was a couple of years where we were probably 10, 11 years into that journey. It was 16 years in total. And it's like, up until that point, the business had been going okay, but we were trapped by a lot of the truths that I've just talked about. It was going all right, it was ticking over, but it never really made that much money. And the influence we had in the community, it was growing over time, but it was not where we wanted it to be. And there came a point where our accountant said to us, this is really, you could earn more just by going and getting a normal job. Why do you even do this? It's not, you put so much time and effort into this, you don't get paid properly for it. It's turning a profit, but not what it could be. And at that point, we had that fear and that anxiety of, we've been doing what we can in this place. The next step requires us to go beyond our current understanding. We had to go beyond everything that we knew and everything that we had done so far. And within a space of 2 years from that point, My wife had signed up with a business coach and then an online program that helped to understand how business worked. I myself did another business development program, and then I also signed up with a business coach. That was for the digital marketing agency that I ran at the time as well. And in the space of 2 years, we spent over $55,000 investing in education and in strategies for how to make those two businesses succeed. Now, that is the most fearful thing I have ever done. But what we did was we said, we've got really two choices here. We can either take that kind of low path, it feels a bit safer, but it feels low, you know, the energy around it is low. It's not something we really want. Or we can step into what we know we were called for and just say, what we've done so far hasn't worked. We need to step up. And by committing, financially we committed finances and time, and we had to trust. It was like a commitment in trusting ourselves. We put ourselves under pressure, trusting that we would be able to turn those businesses around. Now, the good thing is we did for both of them. For the massage clinic and my agency, both of them succeeded wonderfully over the next few years because of the commitment that we had made at that point. And it's a great story. The time, the money, the effort, the action that we put into those really showed us the absolute power of commitment to make change in the world. So we've never looked back. It's been something where commitment for us since that point has absolutely changed our lives, honestly. And we use that idea of taking action and big action and committing beyond what we've known before into a new place as being a sign that we're going to get to a new place at the end of it. Because if you're doing the things you've always done, you're going to get the same results you always have. Like, that's a common saying. But the absolute truth of that means if you want new results, you're going to have to do something you're afraid of. Because if it was easy, if it was comfortable for you, you would have tried it already. And you'd already be seeing the results of that if that was the truth. But the truth is, you need to do something you're afraid of, to take that action, to break new ground, to get into new territory. When the biggest truth, the biggest struggle that I see, the biggest problem that massage therapists and myos and all you other beautiful manual therapists have is that when it comes to commitment, I talk to people who have a dream, they've got a goal, they'll talk about how many clients they want to see, the influence they want to have. Yes, I want to make a career out of this, of course. But when it comes to taking action, people only take action that they are comfortable with, and that holds them back. It's like being trapped. It's the fear. Fear traps them from moving forward. And it's like they've got that big vision, but they fear the steps on the way to get there. They fear the things that are the challenges or the hurdles to get there. Instead, what I want you to do is think about what would it be like to truly be a health leader. What would that be like for you to know that you're taking the right course of action for you, that you're influencing the community around you, that you're setting a standard for yourself and for your family and for your community and for the people around you? What would that be like? What would it be like? Are you ready to make a truly successful career out of massage? Are you ready to be a truly successful business owner and business leader? And are you ready to be a health leader in your community? Because if you are, commit. Commit. All you need to do to make this work is commit. Put yourself out there. Do what it takes. Make a decision and then take action. Do everything 100%. Look at where you want to get to and then look at the things that are in your way and just do them. When you feel that fear, say, this is the fear that was holding me back before, back there. This is the fear that stopped me succeeding last week, last year. So I'm going to overcome this fear right now and step into greater success. I'm going to step into success right now. You have to commit, because when you commit, you reach your goals. When you commit, you win. And your family wins, and your community wins, and your clients win because you've committed because you've got so much riding on you right now. Your clients, your community, your family, all these, you and your own future are riding on your ability to take action and your ability to commit. So step up, own your amazing potential, own it, back yourself, trust yourself. You've got this. I know you do. I believe in you. I know you've got this. So step up, do what it takes. Be the person I know you want to be. Be the person I know you are. Do that now. I'm proud of you. Step up and commit. You've got this.